Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Night Takeaway Show, episode 70 phone. What? 70 phone? 71.
Definitely fun.
Um, 70 fun. That's how the weekend's gone so far. And as you can see, I'm joined by my good old friend, Hot Fuzz 44. We haven't been on together for a while. We're still trying to find the third one. He's still lost at this point, but who knows? How are you, Fuzz, anyway?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Uh, Busy weekend for me with my mother's birthday. Well, last weekend was my brother's birthday. This weekend was my mother's birthday, and then Mother's Day today. And
Mm.
lots of things going on. But yeah, very blessed. And my team won this weekend, and everyone else around us lost or drew. And I'm feeling quite. It's a happy ending for this weekend, I'll say. So yeah, quite 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 chuffed with that.
Well, first of all, happy birthday to Mama Fuzzy, and obviously, hopefully everyone has done their celebrating for Mother's Day. And obviously, for those that are no longer with us, long as you give your thoughts and prayers to them as well. So yeah, mate. I mean, like, good result for you boys. Sets it up good, hopefully nicely for us when we play the Villa on the weekend, next week. So that should be good.
Yeah.
So thank you for setting that stall out anyway, at least. But first of all, let's go with the chat, and I can just see that obviously Yeti has come in as a new member again. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you're keeping well, Yeti. If you want to jump on, mate, let me know. I know you was a bit drained from your game and that, and well, how the whole thing went, but we'll cover that shortly. I hope you're well, mate. And don't forget, if you haven't already, go over to Hot Fast 44's channel. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. And the same thing for Longhaired Yeti as well, please. Much appreciated. Why is it not moving? Come on, you little bastard. There we go. Good evening, Matt. Big up Tony in the chat. Are we doing well, Matt? And yeah, look at this. Spurs got a lucky point there. Yes, this, see you next Tuesday. Great defending from Liverpool. Great defending.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, lucky. I mean, it's sort of like if you play that way, you're asking for it. I think you're absolutely asking for it, and it's felt like that for quite a lot of Prem teams this weekend. I mean, what is it about? Like, we've still got hope for tomorrow night. Wolves against Brentford. Maybe they can
Mhm.
liven up this match weekend. But what is it? 12 goals in 9 fixtures this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah,
I mean, that's rubbish.
yeah. This,
Absolute rubbish. Ton of nil-nils, boring. I mean, this afternoon was absolutely atrocious. With I think Jamie Carragher on commentary said it best. It feels like we're watching the 12th round of a boxing match, and it's just the the arms are just going everywhere except on the opponent. You just swing and a miss every time.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't good from Liverpool. But then that just sums up their season in total, doesn't it? Really, when you think about it.
Mm.
Let's just say like that. Hey, good evening, Daz, as well, Tony, and to everyone, which is always good. Yeah, he's saying, obviously, we're going down absolute crap.
Well, I mean, Spurs may have rescued themselves a point. I mean, they've not exactly won their game, and it is only Liverpool, Tottenham. Come on, you got Wolves coming up. Watch out, bigger game by far. And to be fair,
Yes. Yeah.
Nottingham Forest before them as well for Spurs. So
Mm, yes, so that's it. That'll be an interesting game on the weekend. Um, I mean, I know Yeti was saying today, the bit where I jumped on in the end and that wasn't exactly great from Forest. It weren't bad either by all accounts, but it didn't seem like it was enough to get things over the line. Matt saying, take Spurs with you, Yeti. Good evening, how are you saying? Good evening, all you beautiful people. Come in your irons as always, and always nice to see everyone say hello to each other. Good evening, Frog. Hope you're keeping well. Evening, Gentimentals. Uh, Nice saying hello to you as well. Fuzzy and Tone, how are we saying? Good to see you as well. Oh, Fuzzy, I want my fingers tonight. No way. Yeah, what'd you make of this man? Comes off the bench. He
Um,
do-
he's doing what, and I'll say, I'll speak his name as well, only because some certain United fan content creator mentions that, oh, he's not an upgrade. Well, Sesko is an upgrade on Rasmus Hoyland. He is. He absolutely is. I mean, Sesko is finding impact each and every time of which he's on the pitch. He's doing what we're paying him to do. He's doing what he's there to do. A number 9 that gets a chance here, a chance there, but is actually putting it in the back of the net. That's something we couldn't say about Rasmus Hoyland. He'd get a chance and he'd spoof it somewhere.
Mm,
Maybe it'd land in the Etihad. Maybe he'd miskick the ball. Maybe he wouldn't put himself in the right positions to receive the final pass. You know, he didn't have what Sesko has. That's footballing intelligence. He's got a bit of a brain on him. He got relatively good touch to his game. Passing could do a bit of
excuse
work,
me.
but some of the chances he's taking, his shooting is opportunistic, but it's accurate, it's deadly, and that's what you want to. Yeah, that's what we're hoping he keeps up between now and the end of the season, because he's definitely got the ability. I suppose the only sort of question mark is that somebody who's still quite young. Is he the option you opt to go with leading the line going forwards, or do you still feel like the investment is worth getting in an experienced striker who is about same pay grades, if not better? You know, proper experienced striker, knows the game like the back of his hand. Yeah, I think there's a fair. To be fair, I'm a sucker for a Fergie team, and his last United team had about 4 strikers to select from,
Yeah.
and all 4 of them got game time. So I'm not one of these people that thinks, oh, but we only need 1 striker, the guy that starts. No, you need get a fuck ton, get an army. Like there's a video of like 3 senior pro players against about 500 kids. It's a video taken in like Japan or something of 500 kids. Make that look like your squad if you have to. Make it balanced, make it decent, make the quality good, and have the ambition as well. So every single one of those players, whether they're starting or not, they're not throwing toys out the pram. They're not complaining. They're doing their job. They're fulfilling their role. That's how I feel about Man United at the moment, at least short-term vision. And I think it's a reasonable one. I think it's a reasonable vision. I think Sesko, he's making impact now. He's finding his goods now, which is what we want. Cunha found impact again today.
Yeah.
In Burmo, it's a bit cold at the moment. Bruno Fernandes, he's called Fernandes today. He's finding massive amount. I mean, hits 100 assists today.
Yes, beating Beckham's record. Is that correct?
So we're breaking records for the right reason today, Tony. I can't believe it. Man United. We're the trends, the graphs, they're pointing upwards. What a rarity that is. But yeah, I mean, he's coming good this season. I know he's pretty much more or less on his way out. I think the summer selling him to finance a midfield overhaul is going to be necessary. But yeah, thank you very much for your impact on the way out. It's most appreciated. And yeah, Casemiro as well, finding the back of the net again.
Yes,
He's
of course.
another player on his way out. So yeah, big
Could be
summer
good.
ahead, but for now, it's heading in the right direction.
Sounds good. We'll come back to that, and also we're going to come back to something else you mentioned as well. Let me just kind of catch up with some of the comments. Good evening, Aces, as well, and he's saying hello to you as well. Frog's also saying Leeds did well to hold their draw, unlucky not to win. I mean, look, we know Leeds are pretty good, aren't they? At the end of the day, they've been had a very reasonable season.
10 man
Um,
leads as well.
yes, another man sent off for him, but I think it's probably going to be enough. I don't, the likelihood of them kind of dropping more points and us catching us up, with us Spurs, even Forest, who knows?
Mm.
It's still in the lap of the gods, as they say. Yet he's saying here, when did I do that? I only just arrived. What the fuck? That's about the membership fee. No
Mm.
idea, mate. Maybe I don't know. Good evening, Ray. Good evening, Tony, Fuzzy, and all, and everyone. Sunday, yeah, come on, the Brentford. Matt saying. Frog says, glad I hacked your account. He says, thank you very much, sir, and I'll return the favour. Glad to be a member, though, absolutely, my friend. Big up to the Cockney Gooner. Lee, hope you're doing well, mate. You need to change that picture, mate. I think, you should be more happier now. It's been pretty good for you, mate. Hope all's well with yourself. Everyone's saying hello. Todd, this is not me. No stars on the badge. Absolutely, my friend. Yeah, Frog, bloody Liverpool. When you need them to do something and completely foul at all levels. They were saying like good result for the West Ham. Yes, they absolutely does. I mean, that was immense from us. Great result for against a Chelsea side. Sorry, because I think of Chelsea at the moment. A Man City side that needed to get something out of that game yesterday, and just couldn't do nothing at all. And even Haaland struggled, absolutely
Mm.
struggled with that as well. Good evening to Kim as well. Liverpool poor, should have finished off the baked spuds. Yeah, they were very, very poor, that's for sure. Big up to AFC always. Next Sunday is massive for us in terms of winning our first trophy of the season. Yeah, I mean, that's a game on its own, isn't it? Can you get anything out of that? That's for sure.
Our City's confidence is on the ground now. I'm sorry, it's got to be an easy win for Arsenal in Carabao Cup final. It has to be.
Mm,
Like that City team at the moment, I don't know what is going on with it at the root of it, but man, Pep's losing. Pep's losing it. He's absolutely losing it. I mean, I'll just say this formation: 4-1-3-2.
mm,
What is that?
yeah.
Why? Why? Marmoush and Haaland, maybe Semenyo as one of your front two. Sorry, you've lost the plot, mate. You've absolutely lost the plot.
Well, it begs the question, there's talks is, does he stay on for another season? Does he actually leave? I think his time has probably come to an end. And it's one of those, if he stays,
Mm.
then, surely there's going to be a major rebuild at City. There's players going to be going. He's going to bring players in. But if he does go, and I suppose it kind of links into the charges that they've got as well. Is that's causing a lot of disharmony as well? You never know. There's talks of 60 points being involved.
Um, but I've heard that, but I sort of half feel like it's a little bit something in relation to their wages as well. Because
Mm,
I've looked at their wage structure and I see some of the money that some of these players are on, and I think it's not, to me, a major coincidence that players that get new contracts, massive, massive, massive amounts of money, I just feel like it's dipped productivity amongst the players a little bit. I mean, some of the sizes, the gargantuan wages, like Haaland, by far one of the highest paid players in the league, is unironically one of the at the moment worst performing strikers in front of goal at this moment in time. And I feel like it's just, I think mood is on the ground at the moment, and there's not really
Mhm.
much of a spark, not much of a fire, a fight to want to, really chase Arsenal down, because it's like people might still say, "Oh, but Arsenal haven't won it yet." No, sorry, we've seen City try and close this gap, but then completely fall flat on their face
Yeah,
twice this season,
yeah.
and I can't see City winning more games than Arsenal, with Arsenal losing more than City. It's just not going to happen.
Mm. Yeah, I think the maths now are kind of favours Arsenal a lot more than it does City at the moment. That's for sure.
Mm.
On your channel, you've got this person come back into the scene. Look, well, go on, Mr. Hot Fuzz.
Well,
Mm, absolutely. Funny you're back. Uh, Good evening to more folks. At the end of the day, the fact we have managed to make the relegation battle a contest when we were 7 points adrift shows the massive fight and resilience from the players and Nuno and Paco. And for me, this is, I totally agree on that comment. I don't know if you've been following our kind of escapades, but considering from the January window, getting Paco in, plus the couple of the players,
mm,
we've seen a massive change around at West Ham, and it's all gone for the favour. That's made it, as Morgan says, it's actually kind of made it more of more of a fight. So yeah, happy with this. Happy with that. I mean, what did you make of it as well? Before I do it, let me just bring this man in as well. Good evening, Budgie.
Good evening. Give me a second. I just got to put my earbuds on.
No worries, mate. No worries.
big ass Budgie.
I mean, what have you seen of it yourself, Fuzzy? Have you been watching what we've been doing?
I've been noticing. I have been noticing. I also thought that you get Nuno in and you give him a project and give him a little bit of patience, he'll make you at least a bit more resilient. And I think we're starting to see him bear the fruits of his labour. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but with relegation specialists, I don't think you really care about whether it's pretty or not, as long as you're seeing points tally increasing every match weekend. And I think in a lot of cases, the last 5 games, sure, there's not massive amounts of wins, but you picked up a point against us. A 0-0 draw against Bournemouth, that's another point. You got slapped by Liverpool, but that's Liverpool. We don't really. They just don't count at the moment. You beat Fulham away, big 3 points there.
Yeah.
1-1 draw at home to City. Your next game is Aston Villa away. I mean, we've just beaten them 3-1. They're looking quite flat. You could have another 3 points on the road coming up your next match weekend. Just be tough to score against, tough to beat, and just don't fall away from the game.
No,
and I think you'll be there picking up points.
I mean, that is Harry saying there. Like, if City win the cup, I can see him beating the Arsenal at home as well and chasing them down. We'll take 3 points off the arse as well. And I think even when you look at Arsenal, they weren't great, and they haven't been for the last couple of games. I mean, look at midweek; they struggled there, and then when you look at that, for me, it was only the fact that Pickford just literally gifted them 2 goals. But let's not take away from Max Dowman, because that kid, what he did. Bring Budgie back in again. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
What that Max Dowman did, brilliant. What a night for him! It became the Max Dowman show. It doesn't matter what Arsenal did in that game. It was all down to him. And fair play.
That's what Arteta needed to do more of.
Yeah,
give him opportunities.
No, absolutely. And big up to James from E20 Zone TV as well. Hello, people. You're saying.
I like to watch along. I like to just watch along in the pub. I'm assuming that was at the pub. Proper content.
He's asking the question, and also I'll bring this in to the three of you, to the both of you as well. He's saying what we're saying about today's result. Start with you, Budge. What did you make of it? Did you watch the game?
I haven't seen any of it. I've been ill all day and I've been
Oh,
in
haven't you,
bed,
mate?
so I haven't
Oh.
watched any football yet.
Wow.
I'm feeling a lot better now.
That's good.
But,
That's good.
yeah. But I haven't seen any of the games or any of the results or anything.
Well, put it this way, mate. You haven't missed bug all, basically. Absolutely. Apart from Fuzzy's Man United getting the best result, that was about it, really. I mean, Fuzzy,
what were the results anyway, if you don't mind telling me?
So basically, it was a 0-0 in the Forest game.
Right.
Man United won 3-1.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Crystal Palace
Liverpool and
0.
Spurs, a stinky 1-1.
Crystal Palace 0, Leeds 0.
Oh yeah, Crystal Palace 0, Leeds 0. But yeah,
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind that. Palace and Leeds drawing, that's not a problem.
No, it's
But,
just that
wow.
Spurs getting a late goal near the end to equalise. That was about it.
So,
really.
do we think that would have saved what's his name, his job for a while? Tudor?
I don't know if it does or not. I mean,
Depends how midweek goes, I suppose.
yeah, there's going to be that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Liverpool were just shocking. I mean, James, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, he's putting their Liverpool waffle. I mean, they're absolutely shocking. As I was saying to Fuzzy earlier, I can't understand why Ekitike and Salah were sitting on the bench when this is a game he should have really, been playing. I know he's got the midweek game coming up, but still should have really played.
But Salah hasn't really been on fire anyway, has it? Let's be fair.
No, Fuzzy said that as well. Funny enough, he's not been great, but he would have made. I think he would have made an impact in this game.
Definitely, especially against Tottenham as well, because I think they lack down on that left-hand side of theirs. I think they're lacking a bit of strength and technicality. And although they've got that, what's his name, Pedro Porro or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Is that who it is that plays on the left over there? He's a decent player, but I really do feel that Tottenham struggled down that side. And that's why we were able to get at them. I mean, Bowen and that.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's how we were able to get at them. So, you're right. I think Salah should definitely have been on. Definitely.
Good evening, Colin. Sorry, mate.
Colin,
good evening. Good evening, Tony and Fuzzy. You wonderful gentlemen. Pleasure joining you both. Tony, did the results today do us any favours? But next week could be interesting. Forest and Spurs play each other, and we Villa, which is it could be.
You might leap that game.
That would be interesting to do that. Be very nice. Ekim says Fecky came up in the world with that pad while Tont sat out in the cold at the stadium. Not bad. Frog said, I'll do, but Paul were piss poor. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Everyone's saying about that. I think this could be the very first time I've seen that Fuzzy happy. Yeah, he was awful. Ekim says, James, look at the next 5 games for Spuds, West Ham and Forest. This is true. Good evening, usual. Hope you're doing well. Missed the start. Apologies, no worries at all. And it's all saying like each other there.
I missed the start as well, mate. Don't worry.
No worries, mate. Matt saying to Debo, Disasi and Mavra Fabulous had Haaland in their pockets.
Absolutely did, Matt. Absolutely did. I thought Mavropanos was godlike yesterday. He was brilliant. Really good.
And deserved man of the match there. Yet he's saying, tired of the overpaid gobshites, to be honest, you guys will be fine. So yet he reckons we looks like we may punch our way out of this. Yeah.
Evening, Yeti. Nice to see you, mate.
Frog says our defensive display was fucking epic yesterday, regardless of the other results.
Yeah. And I watched the interviews on the West Ham YouTube channel. So they had Mads, they had Nuno, and they had Malik on there, and all 3 of them were saying that that the team just seems to be gelling more now, and that's partially reason for our continued progression because they're not calling it success at the moment, of course,
No,
but
no.
it's a continued progression. And it's because, actually, Nuno has instilled that ethic back into the team that we had when we had David Moyes in charge. Now,
True.
I was one of the first to call for David Moyes' head, you know, because I felt that his time had been done. But Nuno seems to have taken up that mantle that he left behind, thankfully, because now we're seeing West Ham. Well, look, I've looked at a lot of the thumbnails from a lot of the other channels, and I've looked at a lot of the videos. And, you know, I think the word magnificent came up in one of them, epic came up. You know, all of these words that describe something highly elated, you know, and let's not get over confident, because we have got Villa next, and we know what that can be like. We can either have a really easy game against them, or it can be the worst game in the world. So, but I'm just really glad that the team seems to be gelling now.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, like Ekin just said about Man United have stealthily climbed up, and quietly he's quite impressed by what
Yeah.
Man United is. And Carrick, I think, for me, you know, the way I see it, Fuzzy, Carrick is, like you mentioned it yourself, you know, you found out the Fergie time, and Carrick's much of that ethic. And, you know, when you look at, he's brought that kind of, I wouldn't say he's wholly, but he's steadily brought that back into the team, and you can see how that. And all right, there's been a couple of times where you've managed to get results, but not looked too good. But it's a lot better than the Amarin days. Wouldn't you agree on that one?
Yeah, I'd say in Carrick's case, it's still someone who's kind of learning his trade as a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're seeing that sort of that edge of inexperience. He's definitely promoting the sort of typical Man United message. You know what you should be doing, or what's expected of you when you do represent the club. And it does feel like some of the players are responding to that. I think there's still question marks about individual performances, like a couple of individuals. One most notably, probably Kobe Minu. I mean, for a guy that's come through, last season before, quite a bright spark. But since he's been given this game time, a little bit ostracised from the system from Amarim this season. Carrick brings him back in, and it's felt like he's been sort of really, really flying under the radar, and he needs to be well above where he's at currently. It's like he's just not really responding to the opportunities he's been given. So I think as far as energy, the team energy, it still feels a bit flat. We had the new manager bounce. I want to see the players playing with a bit more intensity, because I think some of the quality is there. It's definitely there. Getting intensity, a bit of pace injection into that, into the play style. Zip passing a bit more, because that's one of the things teams were complaining about against us, is that these guys are bopping us off the park at times. We need to go back to that. We're playing against some teams that may play mid to low blocks, so the space is not quite there, but it still doesn't excuse slowing the game down. You know, always play with the intensity there, and almost desperation to find that impact. But I do feel like with Carrick, I'm starting to hear people say, "Give him the job." That would be absolutely moronic to do. Like, even if he goes the most unbelievable run, just wins every single game from here on out to the end of the season, does an absolute shithousery, beats Arsenal and City to the title, I'm still not saying give him the job until the final whistle's gone of the game week 38, because there's so many instances of our board making stupid decisions that sell ourselves down the river way too early. And I think, who knows, maybe we'll have a better choice of manager available in the summer. So
yeah, but you wouldn't want to pull the trigger too early either, though, would you?
no.
I mean, to be fair, he's come in and he's doing a job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can't honestly understand any Man United fan that would want him gone right now, because he's been the best thing that's happened to you lot since not David Moyes, what's his name, Alex Ferguson.
It was the worst thing.
Yeah, since Alex Ferguson. You know what I mean? And I think he maybe you're right. Maybe he's a little bit inexperienced and shouldn't get the job permanently. But then, you know, when does the experience become enough? You know, I mean, he's managed in 2 different leagues now, the Championship and in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he's managed overseas as well, hasn't he?
I don't think he has. I think he went from
No.
coaching staff for Mourinho.
Oh, coaching, yeah.
It's assistant.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, he's building his repertoire up, you know, and he's doing such a good job at United at the moment, which I hate to say, it sticks in my throat. But he's doing such a good job at United at the moment. Even the calls from West Ham fans to get him in at West Ham have ended.
Yeah, that's true.
They've gone quiet because they know, we all know, that he's actually doing a really good job at United and will probably get the job if he continues in the vein of form that he's in now, or that the club are in now. And, you know, I mean, look, Fuzzy, I know Nuno was not my first choice ever. He probably weren't even third on my list. But now that we've got him, I'm really happy with him. I'm really happy with the progression of the club and the team. And I think Man United are seeing some of that as well, you know, with Carrick.
Yeah, I think with Carrick, as far as the big question marks about like team performance, where it looks like sometimes there's a lack of intensity there. I know how some managers like to set teams up when they're worried about points accumulation. Because if people are just like, don't worry about points, like getting points in the bag, just get this team playing well, we probably see a much more gun-ho approach from this team, a bit more unorthodox. And I think with some of the fragilities in the team, especially with that midfield, it can get overrun so easily. He's opted just go for a strong defence, right? If you're conceding goals, it's because there's a small lapse in judgment, small lapse in concentration, or the goal that was scored against you is just the most ridiculous goal ever, right? It's not that your team is like being opened up, cut open.
A bit like Ben Rama's one against you like a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Was it De Gea spilled it? Was it David De Gea? It was just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a poxy shot. And I mean, listen, a 3-year-old could have stopped that, but somehow it went in. But yeah, I mean, look. I mean, with United's defence, I think that you've had some really, really good defenders in the past, and now you've got some decent defenders, but they're not world class like they always have been with Man United. You've had world class defenders. You know, I mean, look at Vidic and, you know, Rio, and, you know, they're just world class defenders. You could not, you know, you couldn't stick a fag paper between them two when they were playing together because they were so tight and so good. And I don't think Man United have got that currently. I don't think they've got that tightness in the defence. Listen, it's getting better, but it's still not, you know. And I think also that, you know, Carrick has gone into United, bearing in mind that he was brought into United as a player by Alex Ferguson. He will know what kind of makes the club tick from his early days as a player. And I think he's trying to implement some of that into his coaching ability, into his coaching role. You know, some of the Man United history, because he knows it quite well, you know. And I think he's trying to instill that into some of the players that perhaps wouldn't know their history so well. Do you know what I mean?
He learned
And I
from
know.
David Moyes, Budge, I think, because David Moyes royally mucked that one up, didn't he? That's for sure. There's some comments. There's some comments for you as well here, Buzz. Let me just go through some of these.
Okay.
Yeah, he's saying, "Budgie, you lucky bastard, not watching that crap. Meaning not watching the games today. You was quite fortunate."
Yeah.
Harry's saying,
Okay.
"Do us a brew, Budge."
There you go, mate.
Man. Troj said, I doubt he gets sacked for a 1-0 loss at Anfield. Yeah, true. Yeah, as they played well.
Yeah.
Frog's asking for 2 sugars in these, please. And Harry also wants
Not
a chocolate
problem, mate.
Wants a chocolate
Hobnob.
with the tea and all.
I ain't got any of him.
True, Troj. Yeah, the youngsters. The 17-year-old was good for Liverpool, but many of the seniors let him down. True.
Yeah, Ingo Moas. That's one of the guys I was wanting to
Yeah.
highlight with Liverpool. Genuinely trying stuff, but just the rest of the team was just shocking.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Troj is saying Carrick's done really well at Man United as well.
Yeah.
Good evening to Simon. Jordan knows everything. West Ham, great result yesterday, as well as Tottenham today. Nottingham Forest absolutely blew it. Dear me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to put it back on time. I won't have it. Superlatives. Usually, your Google nickname will still be usual. You can change the YouTube one. One we have to use underscore. Oh yeah, because it keeps putting up all these different things. Like you got Mark Rose J2V, Colin Childs P51.
Yeah.
I'm just going to catch up with some of the comments. Then we're going to go on to something that happened yesterday. Well, you've already answered that question about Carrick. I mean, if you look at from my kind of take on this, it's very much like Solskjaer coming in, isn't it? He did well, and then we knew how that went fast, didn't we? We know how that went.
I think it's where the manager bounce dies out a little bit, and then you start to see the meat and potatoes of the team. Exactly.
But you've also got to remember that not every great player makes a great manager.
No.
Yes, great Bobby Moore.
And
Great
sometimes
example.
it's the shittest players make the greatest managers. I mean, Joe saying
Absolutely. Look at David Moyes.
Yes.
Look at David Moyes. I mean, he weren't a great player.
Jurgen Klopp as well.
Yes.
Jurgen Klopp. Yeah. Nuno, he weren't a great player. He was a goalkeeper, but he weren't fantastic. He weren't world class, was he?
No. George said, "Sack Carrick, please. I miss the entertainment each weekend." He's saying to you, "Facts, Budgie. If Carrick is doing the business, keep him. Give us Carrick manager number 12." E. Kim's also said, "Ferguson he lost his job before winning how many Prem titles? Carrick could do the same. You never know."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They were heading for relegation until he took over. That's true.
I'll rest my case.
Frog says, "Whoever takes on Spuds at this point needs a lobotomy." Yeah, absolutely.
Or I've already had one.
In Nuno, we are trust. Absolutely, Harry.
Absolutely, mate. I'm learning that.
Said, Tom, I have to go. Big up to the chat and the panel. If anyone with my name speaks, it's not me. See you all later. Yeti, pleasure as always.
Yeti, take care, mate. Lovely to see you.
Take care, Yeti.
Harry's saying, we beat Villa, Forest, do the Spuds. They languish in relegation for the international break. That would be very nice.
That would be nice.
Be very nice.
That would be very nice.
Toa Yeri. Pepsi saying, looking forward to the Arsenal title celebration on this channel soon, Ton. Even through gritted teeth, it will be special. Oh, man. Well,
I'll tell you what, Pepsi, if you win the title, get on this channel with Ton, and I'll come on as well, and we will celebrate it.
Absolutely, that sounds good to me, mate.
I'll be here, but I won't celebrate. I'll put as much offensive content stuck on the walls in the background.
Frog says, big thing being made about Forest not hitting the net, but they got 2 against Man City with 2 down, wasn't it? Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Fair play. Everyone's catching up with each other. Liverpool should sell Salah and go for Gordon. Oh, that'd be a good shout.
Oh,
Lawrence, good afternoon from yourself as well. From Lexington, coming you irons. Good little video that Lawrence did this morning. It was blowing a wind over there as well, like it has been over here. Trust says,
Yeah.
what has Carrick actually done to turn it around? Back to basics and abandon the back three?
Pretty much. But just simplify the game a little bit. Compact defence, and just give players a little bit more freedom to use their heads, use their ingenuity a bit. And yeah, I think you can see the players that step up to it, and other players who struggle.
I think his attitude must have a lot to do with it as well, though, don't you think? Because I think Carrick's one of them guys that you tend to get along with, but won't take no shit. You know?
I think the main thing, I mean, look, E. Kim's kind of maybe hit the nail on the head. He says, George Carrick sat down with Fergie and listened to my opinion. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? He knows the old way. That's the thing. He knows the Fergie way.
Yeah. What I was trying to say earlier.
Yeah, look, as Frog says, Trosh can be little things sometimes, like us getting rid of the poison in the dressing room. That's a great shout.
Yeah. And I have to say also on that point, Tom, that I think that Lucas Paqueta was pretty poisonous. Because since he left, the unity that I spoke about has been back. It's what's that, your dog?
No, Kim.
That's Lucas Paqueta trying to get back.
Yeah.
I guess fuck off. Get back in the box.
That's a great question, Harry. Great question.
Yeah, Fuzzy. If not Carrick, who?
Luis Enrique and PSG. Went into the biggest ego trip in world football, told them all to fuck off in French, in Spanish, and probably in English, and then brought a load of kids in and said, "You're now going to win me the Champions League," and did. First Champions League in PSG's history.
Good show.
Yeah, and to be fair, Luis Enrique is absolutely that man. He's that kind of guy from what I've seen of him.
I mean, the size of the Man United job is... I mean, PSG looked like they were heading down a dark path, and he's stopped it in its tracks. He could take on a job similar to Man United, and I think,
he'd be all right, wouldn't he? Yeah. Good shout. Good shout. Good answer. Good evening, Leslie. You're saying hi, Tony, Fuzzy, and everyone's saying hello to each other as well. And while they're doing all that, let me put this up here and let me know what you think of this. And obviously, Budgie, an interesting one for you because obviously your brother does support this team.
Right, yeah, go on.
What did you make of this?
Well, it's photoshopped.
No, it's not. It's not
a Photoshop.
This was the game. This was the game. This is for real. This happened yesterday in the Chelsea game. The players had a huddle, and Paul Tierney, the referee, was in the middle of the
huddle.
Yeah, in the middle of the huddle.
It's the best part. Liam Rosina got upset by this because the ball's is at the referee's feet, and he was like, "I want all of you to go and stand and do a team huddle around the ball." And then
respect the ball.
And Tierney was just sat there like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Like, leave me alone. Why are you looking at me, Cole?"
Wow. So that wasn't brought about by the referee then?
Nope.
That was just the team doing the huddle around him kind of thing, yeah?
And the best part, he didn't really say anything at all. He was just looking. The camera's panned onto his face. He looked over and he's carried on doing and just standing there. And this lot, he got Cole Palmer staring at him like this, and he's looking back at him, and it was just the most bizarre thing happening. Like, but as far as he said, Liam Racine to turn saying, "We were respecting the ball." Was it some kind of sacrificial ball that they've got from somewhere? Because at the end of the day, isn't it? I've seen some things in football, but that is a first for me.
To be fair,
that's a first for me as well. So yeah,
this is coming from the same guy that made the comment that manager is like these two different words. You're turning kids into men. Like, why are you on? Kid, stop smoking crack. Go get back to doing your YouTube stuff, Matisse. Stop trying to be manager on the touchline, I swear, please. For everyone's sake. Stick to YouTube.
That's actually a crazy picture. That. Send that over to me, please, Tom.
I will do, mate. I will do.
Later, obviously, later.
Yeah,
I want to send it to my brother and say to him, "Oi, what are you doing paying the rep?"
Definitely got the.
Because that's what it looks like. You know what I mean? It looks like he's in the team huddle going, "Yeah, right, boys, I'll give you this and I'll make sure I ignore that." And
the 12th man.
you could, yeah.
That's mad.
They're discussing the betting odds. It's Tierney's probably holding his phone out, and they're all looking at his phone. It's like, all right, these are the odds, right? So if you Enzo, you get a yellow card in the 27th minute. João Pedro, you shoot and miss terribly. It goes out and hits the corner flag. Yeah, that's probably what's going on here.
Madness.
It's one of these. It comes up on like Mock the Week or something. It's like, please insert what you think the context of this picture is.
Oh man. Let's crack on. So Colin's saying, I think Carrick could be good for Man United, but the problem is will he be backed by the hilt, by the ball? So, as you already alluded to, your ball's a bit on the a different planet.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think the board of Man United are prepared to back whoever. That's what it seems like. It seems like they're prepared to back whoever they've got in charge at the time. Not like West Ham when, you know, what was his name? Potter. He never really got much in the way of a transfer budget. I think, you know, I think they will because A, he's an ex-player, and B, he was there under Ferguson. So, you know, those two elements alone are giving him a little bit of a, I don't know, a leg up, if you want to put it that way. You know, I just think that Carrick's the man for the job. I really do.
Good for the CV, as they say, Budge. That's what it is.
Yeah,
good for the CV.
That's right.
Lawrence saying, Tony, how did you pay that much to get the legend Budgie on this show? Man. Harry's saying your missus has got taller, Budgie. That's I think it was your son in the background there.
Yeah, that was my son. Yeah.
Carrick, the Fergie hand puppet. Dear me.
Even if he is a Fergie hand puppet, he's going to do the job, isn't he? You know.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he did a short. You have a look at it, Kim. Good little short that Lawrence did earlier. Have to look at that.
Oh yeah, I did. I watched it.
Yeah, George saying, yeah, Budgie, you kept sticking up for Paqueta as well. He's saying the weasel. Matt says, I have a theory. Maybe JWP and Paqueta were wrong uns in the dressing room. It's a good shout.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Dad's saying Carrick would be good for Man United as well. Pepsi saying Southgate the only option. His name is reared its head, Fuzzy. It's only taken. Southgate, I'd love it. Matt saying Enrique and also the Atletico Madrid manager of the Dogs Gonads. Very true.
Yeah. I still like Iraola. I still think he's a great manager.
I like him as well. I do like him as well. Frog says, kudos poison in Spud's dressing room will manifest given time. Always in my heart, my arsehole.
Yeah. I mean, again, I mentioned Paqueta and about being a bad egg, but definitely Kudos was a bit of a bad egg. You could tell.
Yeah.
You could see it.
True. Look, trying to say about the Chelsea thing. Did you just touch my arse? He keeps saying Chelsea having a scrum. Big up to the Cockfather as well. Hope you're doing well, sir. Cockfather, let us know what you thought of today's result. Be interested to hear your outcome of that as well, my friend. Frog saying it's a bluey blowy. Trying to bribe the ref. Typical ref voice, how he says. It's the Chelsea hacker. Remember, he's looking at the geezer next to his measuring. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Matt's saying Rossini will not be manager at Chelsea next season, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, I think that's just an interim thing. It was a weird, it's a weird choice. I must admit,
Yeah, it was kind of out of the blue, wasn't it? I mean, he's not been spoken about by anybody in the way of management at all, in my that I've heard. And then all of a sudden, Chelsea have appointed him, and it's like, wow, and he never even played for them, did he?
No, that's the thing. It's the most interesting thing. But it just seems it's like he's got the look of a kind of the graduate that's come into a business, and also he's the newbie, and you're hoping he's going to do something.
That's it. Yeah.
Trust says they lost, so the ref got his revenge. As Pepsi also says, the ball didn't respect them. 1-0 to the Barcodes. Harry say the Rossini will be gone by the summer. Definitely.
I think he knows that as well, though.
Yeah, I think so. Troy said he should have broken out the Little Monkey, the Chinese TV series you watched as a kid when he broke out the mountain.
Yeah.
Yes, the Stone King. The ref is saying, where do I play? Matt saying that Man United have no money for Carrick. 1 billion in debt, apparently.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Man United are the one team in the UK that can pull resources and get money out of their arsehole. Honestly, what is it? Their shirt sales £17 million a year minimum. £17 million a year. That's what I read a couple of days ago. Their shirt sales, just in the UK, £17 million. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of shirts.
Just a lot of international purchases as well.
Oh yeah, I mean that would take it up into the 10s and 20s probably. The 20s and 30s probably. But yeah, £17 million in the averaged over the last 5 years in shirt sales. West Ham 6 million in shirt sales.
Wow.
Yeah. I think bit of a thing, but like I said, Man United can pull money out of their arsehole. Don't worry about that. They'll have money.
True. Two factors as well. For this summer, if we get third place, bigger competition earnings for Premier League than it was last season, even though there's only £30 million difference between City finishing third or something and Man United finishing 14th, 15th. But then Champions League qualification as well. You get that added bonus, and then there's plans to selling players in the summer. Bruno,
and then you get more TV revenue, and you get more of the parachute payments come your way. The higher up the league you get, I think Man United will be all right for money. I think they'll be fine. Yeah. I mean, look, what are we?
Out there too.
We're a couple. We're a few million in debt as well, aren't we? 20 or 30 million.
Well, no. If you go by what they were saying, 104 million. Apparently, we're in debt by
104. Wow,
104 million, and we've got to sell players. Apparently, is the remit. But I don't know. That's just kind of scare tactics. One of those.
Yeah.
Ray's got here. My mate named his pup Pac-Man. He's now in Battersea, and no one wants him. Ekim's asking you, Fuzzy, who is your standout Man United player this season?
There's a couple actually. I mean, for a multitude of different reasons. You can say Šeško because he's constantly bagging the goals and everything. You can say Lomens because you go from Onana surviving on Onana, dying on Onana, to it's like Jesus' disciples have just realised Christ has come back to them again with Lomens coming in. So you get that break. You could say Bruno finding GA again. Yeah, and it's every game. What was it? 2 assists this this game.
Yeah.
I mean, his impact is going off the charts again.
I think it's a good shout on the Lemons one, because I think, when you look at him, he just seems to be like very kind of laid back, casual, but immensely a decent keeper.
Yeah, I think given that it's still Man United, they're going to concede silly chances, and Lamens is sometimes not going to be able to deal with everything.
No,
but just a general composure gives your defence confidence when you see a goalkeeper that's not making an arse out of himself every time. So
that's true. Copfather's answered on that. He said he's saying about the Liverpool game, it's pathetic how Liverpool are just not consistent, and he predicted that Richarlison would score against us. Wow, that just kind of says it all. I mean, Richarlison missed a couple of sitters in the game as well, and he had the most easiest tap-in. He was literally unmarked for the goal. Frog says Trudeau got his first non-loss in 13 games as a manager today. 13 games. Wow. Trying to say about Man United, they made a 900 million deal with Adidas. It's been renewed, apparently.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, Spurs are not won this year. He keeps saying they must be squirming. And look, and Troger's saying their kit sponsor is 60 million. They'd be all right.
Yeah.
Bonnie Blues probably pulls money out of here too. As a 12D. Frog says under a 4 million loss. The debt is much bigger, but spread. Yeah, as always. Usual saying, did you see Tudor walk up to the bald bloke at Liverpool today thinking he was on? He says, no, I've got to have a look at that now.
Proper. I've got to look his arm around him. It's like, hey, Arnie, hey, oh, you're not Arnie. No, never mind.
You're not Arnie. No.
You're all right.
Oh yeah, saving me from. Yeah, he said look out for that as well. EPL want Arsenal to win this year. Yeah, it probably is the case of that, the way it's going, working in their favour and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to say as well, it's another thing I saw yesterday, which also amused me as well. Now, like I said, I've seen a few things. And I've seen some, you've probably seen some unusual kind of red cards dished out. They've got ones here for urinating, kicking the ball boy, pulling down an opponent's shorts. Obviously, that's.
I've got a red card for that.
Well, we're not
when I was playing, we were lining up for a corner, and their striker jumped to head the ball, and I pulled his shorts down as he was jumping, and the referee just sent me off. Didn't even say anything. He just walked up to me and went, "Get out."
That's brilliant. But the bizarre one that happened yesterday was Notts County were playing Chesterfield, and it alludes to this. So he's got to. This is Ollie Norberg.
That's his boot, yeah.
So the fella's lying on the floor. That's his boot. Ollie Norberg's the challenge sent him down on the deck, and these boots come off. The referee's blown up for the foul. Norberg picked the boot up and he's thrown it. And because he already had a yellow card in the game, the referee gave him a second yellow card for throwing the boot, and he got sent off.
Right. Sounds reasonable.
I don't know. Is it classed as dissent?
If he's already on a yellow and you're throwing a boot at a player.
No, he didn't throw it at the player. That's the thing, but he didn't throw it. He didn't throw it at the player. Didn't go anywhere near the player. The picture here doesn't give itself justice.
Right.
But
so I take it then it's travelling towards like the camera, as it were, then.
Just rather than as he said, he's throwing it off the pitch. He was literally, clearing it away. It's like, get off! Don't you be hanging around with me, kind of thing, But I said I've seen some things, but that was quite funny.
Yeah, no, that's a crazy one. That is a crazy one.
I mean, obviously, missile foul, yeah. Yeah, doing it Fergie style. Yeah, there's like he did to Beckham.
Oh yeah, he threw a boot at him, didn't he? Or booted one.
Kick one at him. Of course, it's what
Yeah.
Josh is saying. Thought he was trying to hit the ball. But this one, so this is still got to look at this one. I mean,
That's amazing.
Respect the ball.
Absolutely. Got to respect
Anthony
that ball.
Gordon said, "Hold that, you bums." That's his first open play goal in the Prem since like this time last year, if not longer.
Really?
True.
He's not scored an open play goal in the Prem for a year.
Wow. Wow.
The last time Newcastle won at Stamford Bridge was in 2012.
Bloody hell.
Mm. What's with all the adverts tonight, Tony?
I don't know, mate. Don't know.
I think YouTube have done a new thing because I was watching the live stream yesterday and I was getting adverts every 5-10 minutes. It was
Bloody hell,
ridiculous.
doing that as well. I'd have a look into that then, mate, if that's the case.
Yeah.
You're a pain, that.
I think what it is they're just trying to get us content creators to pay more to stop the adverts because they're not getting their money elsewhere, are they? Are you mucking about with the dog, Jack? Oh, all right, go on, out you go, dickheads. Go on.
Frog said, yeah. Could have had someone's eye out with that.
Or teeth.
He was booted off for a foul throw. Michael, usual saying, please watch the Gula goal for Real Madrid this weekend. Fucking unbelievable, apparently.
Oh,
yeah. Right, okay.
Scores for
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Well, I didn't see the goal, but I saw the thumbnail with that on. Scoring from his own half. I was going to have a look at it, and I never did.
I'll have to look up for that. Thank you. Will do. Consider Rumble if they don't stop it. Yeah, that's what Michael Chelsea's on, Trosh. Once YouTube banned him completely from YouTube. Well, he's done a couple of shorts, but he was banned and he went on to Rumble himself for that. Yes, and YouTube alternative with less censorship too. Yeah, I've had a look at that as well.
I've never heard of it.
It's only because Michael Chelsea said he found it. I don't know how he come across the platform, but yeah, he uses it now for his channels for the shows he does.
We've explored a few, haven't we, Tom? That night we were trying to do that stream, we were going through about 5 different ones.
Oh, mate, what a pain.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Yeah.
Frog says the club needs to reinstate chat on the live games sharpish. Oh, mate, yeah, imagine, remember that. Russell Brown went there too. He just went there. Of course, yeah. Well, he needs to do him. Oh, Russell Brand does both. Oh, interesting. That says Tony Budgie Villa game. We've got to win that one. Yeah,
absolutely. And we've got to be careful, when we go to Villa because we can't be complacent. We can't be expecting to win or anything like that. We have to go there knowing we've got a fight on our hands because Villa genuinely do give you a fight. So yeah, but it is a must-win game for me. Anyway,
Yeah, I agree on that.
I fancy your chances against Aston Villa.
I do. I fancy him, but I'm still concerned, Buzzy. It's like, when we played Tottenham a few weeks back, I kind of knew they were struggling. I knew that we were picking up momentum and stuff, but it was still a worry because I know how Tottenham games can go, and it's the same with Villa. They're a game where if you're not on it, it bites your ass completely.
Well, if you look at Villa, Trosh is saying here, Villa's now lost 3 in a row.
Wow.
And I did see Emery saying, like, have the, keep the faith, people. He's saying, we will turn it around, but I don't know. At the moment, they're not looking good.
Sack before slotting Tudor.
Yeah. Ace is also saying, like, you budge.
Yeah, I'm just saying hello back.
And Lawrence has gone on your channel saying, good afternoon from Lexington, Kentucky. Your Fuzzy's channel. And Budgie said, oi, oi, don't forget to smash the like button, people. That's Offshy and Fuzzy, as well as mine channel as well. And don't forget, I think you said he was going to do a show today. I don't think you did, because obviously you weren't well. But don't forget Green Street Elites as well, please.
Yeah, that's actually coming back in the next week or two. That's actually going to be coming back to some more content. And I'm trying to make it a little different to the content that we do here and I do on Old School Hammers and that. I'm going to try and make it a little different. I'm opening it up to, the Premier League, basically. Mm-hmm. A little bit like you do on this show. But, we're going to go through it alphabetically. And I'm thinking, anyway, that's one of the, the thought processes I'm going through.
Sounds good. Does sound good. Ray saying hello to anyone I haven't already acknowledged.
Good evening.
Villas aren't bad at home this season. It'll be interesting to see what happens on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. They're a bit of a roller coaster at the moment. We've got a chance of possibly getting second. Well, put it this way, Somerville should be back for that one as well. That should be encouraging.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's horrible that we're having to rely so much on one individual player. I say rely. I mean, that we're putting so much emphasis on Somerville, but he has been the outstanding player of the season. He came back from an injury that we all thought was going to ruin him, and it didn't. It kind of made him a better player than we'd seen before. I think now that he's got Juve behind him, I think that partnership is working well. But Somerville is a big loss yesterday, but we managed to grind out a result.
Brilliant.
So,
brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
Big up to West Ham, old man. See you first time here. Thank you very much, sir. Next time I'll be on time. That's fine, mate. It's all good. It's all good.
Good evening, old man.
Hope you're doing all right. Good to see you in here as well. And as always, lovely to see everyone saying like each other.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, don't forget, make sure you smash the likes on the other two channels. And if you haven't already, make sure do a sub to Green Street Elites, Hot Fuss 44 as well, please.
Don't forget, give this streamer, what do you call it, a hype later.
Oh, yeah, there's that hype thing as well, isn't it? Yes, all about it.
Yes.
Kim said, what did you make of that Brighton goal?
Didn't see it. Haven't you seen it?
No, I missed it myself, I must admit. I didn't see much of the football yesterday.
No.
I have to have a look at that one as well, then.
Yeah.
Was it one of them weird ones? Was it Kim? Let us know, please. Good evening to Piella Tom as well. Even all, yesterday's joys have sided quite a bit with today's results, especially bloody useless Liverpool. Why do teams no. Or he's added on to that. Why do teams play better against us? Liverpool shit against Totti. Only grateful that they didn't get all 3 points.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just poor at the moment, Liverpool. Absolutely poor. Not good at all. Pierre, they're saying like too. Trosh says Somerville only been on a good run the last 10 games. This is the one for me though, Budge, and it's just going to highlight this one here and that from Frog. The Aaron Wan-Bissaka of last season reappearing would be good. not for convinced Magassa is ready just yet. Wan-Bissaka, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be the same player at the moment. I mean, Fuzzy.
He doesn't.
I mean, let me ask
sorry,
Fuzzy
I was
this
just going
question.
to say that he's just a player I really like, so I'm never going to be negative about him.
I know. I see that yesterday. I remember that comment you said. But it's interesting one because considering he was at Man United, ask Fuzzy in that. I mean, what did you make of Wan-Bissaka when he came to you? Did you see Did he go off the boil like we're seeing at West Ham? Or
I think when he first came in, I think it's like the first 6 months. We nicknamed him Spider-Man because no one could dribble past him. It was all over the place. Like that entire right side on the defensive side of things, he would always just go out to a man, irrespective of who it was, and just clock them. It was the attacking side, what he did on the ball, that we were like, he's lacking here.
Yeah.
And I think the dependency started, and then we started to see his defensive side of his game lose its shine a little bit. Started to get beat a bit more in the one-on-ones. The biggest frailty that I think we noticed with him, and I don't know if it is just specifically him or if it was the system at the time, but he'd like to come quite narrow. He'd like to tuck in a bit when the ball's on the other side. So if someone switches play, he has to go quite a fair bit of distance to sort of cover out, like the far post, for example. Instead of playing or marking the space where the players will drift off the back to header back across goal, he'd leave those players completely unmarked every single time. And it's just he wasn't looking for that player either.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've got to be honest. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is better at going forward than he is defending. Simply, But
the irony is that he used to be the opposite because he didn't have any final product at all. It was all about covering the space and going to a man and defending and putting in the tackle. And he was great.
Yeah, I mean, we just seem to create monsters out on that right back position, though. I mean, look, Vladimir Tufal came in. Nobody expected much out of him. And look how many assists that guy got. How many crosses into the box that man put in. And Wan-Bissaka's done a similar thing for the first season he was with us. Absolutely not as good this season, agreed. But I really like him. I just think he's one of them players that I just think, he suits the club really well,
Yeah, I'll touch on what Fuzzy said though, because I have seen that a few times where he does leave people, he doesn't man mark.
Yeah,
There's a couple of times where and this is the worst part about for me. He actually looks at the player but still doesn't mark him, and it gives them an opportunity to get something out of it. I mean, yesterday he got, he picked up near the end, delivered some good balls into the box, but most of the time, I think he got caught out 3-4 times yesterday, and some of his passing was just absolutely atrocious. It don't seem to be the same kind of player what we saw last season. I don't know what's gone on there. There's something happening, that's for sure.
Brighton got a little bit special.
Is it? I'll have to have a look at that then. It all depends on how Villa do against Losh Lille on Thursday night. Villa Park might give Hammers a little bit of vote for Sunday. Take that. Sacrilege, Ray. Sacrilege. He says, blimey, I've only just touched the like button. West Ham Old Man saying, evening all, what are the other two channels? So you've got Hot Fuzz 44 and OG, and you've also got Green Street Elites as well, West Ham Old Man.
Yeah, and also, Old Man, just for your... we do an old school Hammers show on West Ham Network on a Wednesday night at 10 o'clock. That might be something more to your liking. Myself and Kieran, a guy from Australia. So, yeah, there's that as well. But, yeah, carry on, Sam. Sorry, mate.
All right, that's it. Magassa has had more poor performances than good. Yeah, I don't know if he's actually kind of slotted in too well. I mean, I think he seems to. If he starts, he seems to be slightly better. If he's comes off the bench, it's like it takes a while to kind of kick in.
Yeah, it's like it takes a while for him to shake off that little bit of resentment of not being started. Yeah.
Frog agrees with you. Budgie says he likes Wan-Bissaka a lot as well.
Yeah,
He keeps saying the Brighton goal, literally on the line, clipped it across and with an unbelievable angle with no angle at all. I'd have to have a look at that.
No, he was literally on the byline, in line with the goalpost, and he goes to put the ball into the box, and it found its way into the goal without being touched by anyone else. Great goal.
Matt saying he's only young, Lawrence, and it's the first time in a new league and a new team. He needs that support as well. True. Played Tadibo CDM, not Magassa, so that's not a bad shit. And a back four. Good evening to David Truluck. He's asking, do you want Carrick next season? Is that to us as West Ham or to Fuzzy as Man United? Please let us know, David, if you're still with us as well.
No,
I'll give you my answer. I'll give you my answer now. My answer is no. I think he's doing really well at Man United and will want to stay there. And I think we're doing really well under Nuno. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
True. Yeah. Obviously, going what Trosh said about Tadibo playing a CDM, and obviously Tadibo's a centre half, not a CDM. Well, not bad. You could push him there. As Trosh said, you can't drive Mav or Disasi at the moment. Don't worry about that other. Don't mention that name, Budge. Don't mention that name. Pierre says, be just our luck for Villa to turn up against us. They've been rubbish for the last 3 games. And they're obviously a good side. We need to be right on it for every single game until the end of the season. And that's the thing now.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's all about that now.
Yeah.
It's all about that.
Completely that.
Yeah, better than sitting on the bench. Yeah, because that's not a bad shout, Josh. You know, defender in there. He ain't going to run too far forwards. I wouldn't mind that. Matt saying I think the team for Nick on against Villa will be unchanged, apart from Somerville, possibly.
Yeah.
Troy said we go down and we stick with a back 3. Yeah, it's got to be different there.
But it worked yesterday.
True, it did work yesterday. I think if you look at the formation was set up and everyone was playing out of their skin. Big up to Fortune's hiding down under TV. He said,
good evening, Ryan. Good morning, Ryan.
Yeah, good morning, of course, yes. I hope
about 5 o'clock in the morning for him.
It would be now, wouldn't it? Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
No, maybe a little bit earlier. Hope everything's all right over there as well, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, poor money. Ekim saying Wan-Bissaka best when they're attacking him, but crosses in behind him, positional at a loss. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be the same player.
Yeah.
Colin saying, Tony and Budgie, do you think Nuno is going to stick to the formation he played yesterday against City with the 3 centre-backs or play the 4-4-1-1 system? I think he'll more go with that. I think that's what he'll go with. He'll go with 4-4-1-1.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's going to go with the 4-4-1-1 because I think that 5 at the back or 3 at the back, I think that was purely and simply because it was City. And I think that's the only part of yesterday where Nuno played the badge on the other shirt by playing a back 3. Yeah. I think that's the only reason he played the back 3 is because it was City. I could be wrong, but I feel that that's what it was.
Trust how many games where it might be needed are gone now. I think Liverpool and the Man City game where we played 3 at the back.
Yeah.
It wasn't Matt, was it? It wasn't his best game yesterday, that's for sure.
Not at all.
Tebow there. So the Carrick. So David, we did actually answer this. As Fuzzy said, I'll let you answer that, Fuzzy, about Carrick being your manager for next season.
I couldn't answer that now. It depends on what the result of the end of the season is, because I'll have to withhold judgment as well. Because if I start saying, Carrick's out the wheel, it's going to be carnage. It's going to be carnage if it goes tits out.
At this moment in time, though, Fuzzy, would you want him to be there next season?
Well, again, it depends if the direction the team is going, the direction the club is going, I would I would say yes to Carrick if what I'm seeing is that the team is actually pulling its weight and wants to play for that manager.
Yeah.
If it's a case that the team don't really want it, you're probably going to end up going to next season. It's going to be like prolonging the inevitable that these players are going to pull the rug out underneath him. Can't be trusted again. But if you've got a manager that's got a good situation with his players,
Yeah.
it is a lot easier to reconstruct what that team is, and that
Which is why a lot of managers.
the players you've got there, anyone that comes into that dressing room is going to say, yeah, this guy, yeah, play for him. Because if your players are batting for a manager, anyone that comes in will say the same thing, look, bat for this guy as well. Back him, run for him, do whatever he tells you to.
Yeah.
And ultimately, you create a culture that's champion. You create it. I think for a lot of times we try to rediscover history and say, look, we'll dig up the past and try and use that as today's current flavour. But sometimes
I mean, do you think though that if Carrick gets a budget in the summer and he's promised a job for at least 6 months of the first, like the first half of the next season, and he's given money, do you think he'll buy in the right kind of players for the club, Fuzzy?
Well, I think the board have, on numerous cases, actually said that they're not necessarily looking to sign players completely centric around specific systems, but more so players that fit the image of Manchester United, what the board want the club to be. So it's like with Chelsea, the players they're signing are a reflection of what that Chelsea board want Chelsea Football Club to be. Ineos are kind of uttering the same message. So I don't necessarily think it's Carrick will get absolutely everything you could ever possibly want and how he wants it, but it's we will, within reason, we're going to give you players that we know and you will work well with.
Who selects the players from United now then?
Well, it should be the manager, to be honest. I mean, he's gone with the same starting 11 for pretty much all but one, maybe 2 games. The exact same starting 11, next to no changes.
Yeah, which is probably why you've been getting a little bit more success lately. Because of the consistency of the man next to you, behind you, and in front of you. You know, you do tend to get a little more confident in a game when you know the people around you. You know?
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Ryan's saying here, basically, Nuno is building. And I think he is.
Believe that too.
Considering when the beginning of the season started off with him, and he wasn't exactly favourable with a lot of fans. I think myself, I did say, let's see what happens in the January window and what he brings in, and see how it turns itself around. And I'm glad to say it has gone that way. So,
I think, your profile pic, by the way, Ryan, very nice with the 2 castles either side. Love it.
It was nice. Agents are saying, C. Sullivan wasn't happy giving Leeds United half the stadium for the FA Cup quarter-finals.
No.
That's a shame. That is a shame.
Yeah.
Never mind Sullivan. Most placeable crock. Magass's first season, so a lot to learn. And I suppose where he's come from and that, it's a different pace, isn't it? A lot more faster paced in the Premier League, so he's got to get used to that possibly. As Peter Tom says, as I've said before, coming off the bench isn't easy. Absolutely. Maybe even Troy would be better starting. Do you think Kent A starting would be worth a go?
Yes.
I think for me,
yes, but not. Sorry, go on, Tone.
I'll say I think he's kind of grown into the game. When you look at the Burton game, he didn't exactly have a great game there. But if you look at the last game he was in, he played really well. Did play well.
Yeah. I mean, I say yes because he's the sort of player that is creative enough, and yet strong and resilient as well. And I wouldn't put him in to the detriment of someone like Fernandez, or or even Thomas Souček, because I think Thomas Souček offers so much more than we give him credit for. But from injuries or suspensions or tiredness or just rotation, I think Kante should be in with a shout. I don't see why not.
No,
he's mature enough.
Lord saying Magassa poor pass and cost us against Brentford. Young or not, improve or stay off the pitch. Great. What was they saying about the players? Right. It's actually 7 a.m. where he is, Budge. 7
a.m. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I was thinking it was just after 7. I don't know why.
Kim says Tadibo started off as a midfielder in his early career, so of course he's not an unusual tilt for him.
Oh, yeah.
Still by his pass and the way he brings the ball forward. Yeah, it's a good shout, actually. Ryan says, how can you want to get rid of Nuno when he has got the players on his side? Got rid of the bad eggs and let him build on the confidence we have. And I think we are seeing that now. The atmosphere in the dressing room seems to have changed. We're seeing it in the style of play on the pitch. And I think it also coincides with Paco coming in as well. I mean, that's been a massive boat getting him to come in with Nuno and with the team.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to find something to prop my fucking tablet up with. There we go. No, that's all right. It's because I was too low on the screen. So come on, carry on.
No. Lawrence is saying, Fuzz, what the hell do you want? They're playing better now than in years. Crazy talk.
No, that's what happens when you've been in the shitter for over a decade. You grow smarter and wiser. It's like the Adam and Eve, and Eve getting presented with delicious fruit. Don't just assume I'll take that because it looks nice. You might be rotten inside. It might be an absolute false dawn. I want to see results. I want to see actual progression, real progression, something that everyone's is undeniable. And I think it's still given he took the job in January.
Do you not think you're seeing that now then, Buzz?
Not enough yet. I want to see it. I want to see it consistently. He's got the rest of the season on an interim basis. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. It's not like he's only got like a handful of games in between managers, like I say, Ruud van Nistelrooy had. He's actually got half a season to really see what he's capable of. And I think given how many games has he been in charge of now? About 7, 8, 9 games. He's still got another
8 to go.
Yeah. Double the amount of games you've managed. We'll have a much clearer picture of exactly what we'd be getting from Michael Carrick. I think it's one of those. If he finishes top 4 comfortably, 3rd place, or even 2nd place if City really shit the bed, that will only serve him well in his chances of getting the job, because that's what the board are focused on.
Who's his assistant at United?
I think Steve Holland. I think. Used to work with like Mourinho.
Right.
Chelsea did work with England's national team at Southgate as well. So experience. Definitely got experience in his coaching staff.
Cool.
Which is probably what we're seeing with a lot of.
Well, I think that's kind of a similar story to us, mate. Because as Tony will, sort of testify to, since Paco came in, we've seen a massive improvement in physicality, fitness, stamina, togetherness, desire, fight. all of that. We've seen a lot more of it since Paco came in. So that's why I asked, because, you know, I felt that we were doing so well under Moyes when we had Alan Irvine as his number 2. And then again with Pierce as his number 2. And then we started dropping off a little bit. But then Kevin Nolan obviously came in, and we kind of we had that again. And that's why I'm asking who is like there at Man United, because it seems to me that with Carrick coming in and with this backroom staff that you have, we're seeing improvement. Thank you, Owen. We're seeing improvement on a daily basis from the club, from United, you know, and they haven't really given us any indication that there's a lack of togetherness or anything like that in the club, you know. So I think, you know, the coaching staff, along with the manager, is probably, you know, one of the most important things to a club, to a team, you know. And I think, you know, United seem to have got that right at the moment. I think it's working well.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you mentioned. Sorry, I was going to say you just mentioned Nolan. Apparently, I think he's just been sacked, hasn't he, from the club he was managing?
Oh, was he?
Apparently so. Yeah. Sorry, Fuzz, you were going to say.
Well, yeah, it's just about to say, as far as like with my standpoints and my viewpoints with Carrick, I think there's probably a few people that are like, oh, but look how well he's doing. It's a bit, yeah, it's a bit underwhelming. Like you sound a little bit underwhelmed by Carrick. It's not that I don't rate Carrick. I think the work he's done to give this season life cannot be underestimated.
Oh no, not at all.
Had us in 15th last season and looked as though we were on a similar trajectory. But he's gone from, like, we were scoring goals under Amarim. Couldn't defend to save our lives.
No, that's
Carrick
true.
has come in. We've somewhat still been able to score goals consistently in every single game. And I mean, we haven't failed to score in a game under Carrick yet. We've scored in every game.
True.
It's just we've defended much better, and the team on a general basis looks more composed, looks like it's more sure of what it's doing. It's just, again, in terms of longevity, see out the rest of the season, see what you can do with the rest of this team, and if you do a good enough job. I mean, again, in terms of what he's achieved, for example, he took the job. We were 11 points behind Aston Villa. We're now 3 points ahead of them, having just beaten them this weekend.
Wow!
So that's a point. So that's a points turnaround right there to get us into Champions League. I mean,
surely that's the kind of progression you're looking for, though, isn't it, Fuzzy?
It is. But you know, have the chickens come home to roost? Have we? Are we seeing? Are we?
Or are they fucking off the KFC?
They're still travelling. Those chickens. They're still on their way home. They're stuck on the M25.
That's the one.
But it's just because like we compare the appointment of Carrick to the appointment of Solskjaer. Like when he was interim, everything was pointing towards this is Man United. It's coming back. He got the job, and then Man United sort of went away a little bit again. I'm feeling a bit wiser to that and saying, let's not bite off more than we can chew here. Let's know. Let's see all the cards on the table before we commit to anything. The board have said the same thing. Let's see where we were at in the summer, because once Carrick's completed his interim, he goes into contention for the full-time job, along with other candidates.
Yeah,
and that's kind of it. I mean, half time there's a load of Man United fans saying Carrick out because it's 0-0, and it's a lack of
because you haven't scored. Jesus.
Yeah, because it's a lack of a whole lot of anything going on the pitch.
Wow.
And it's like, well, technically, Carrick might be playing this way because he's trying to get points. It's like with Arteta. I think he's low-key just trying to get points across the line. Because I mean, you've seen games this season where Arteta's gone, well, you know what, go out and be a bit more expansive, and that Arsenal team
Right
can.
comment.
It's just the same thing with Carrick. It's just like, well, we want points before, you know, outlandish performances and just go crazy in front of goal. So
we'll see. Good evening, Mandy. She's saying, "Hi everyone. I saw the Liverpool game, and despite the draw, Spurs players do not look as hungry to survive as us. Liverpool would die today." Yeah, 100% they were indeed. Definitely agree on that one. And just want to say here, obviously, big up to Lawrence again for the super chat. Much appreciated as always.
He loves it, doesn't he, Lawrence?
And he says here, look, the Great Escape 2 continues, and it does. I mean, like, brilliant from us at the moment.
Thanks for your super chat, Lawrence.
Yeah, thank you, matey. Really appreciate it. Ryan saying here, I can't believe we're talking about Michael Carrick. Well, this man here, Ryan, is a Man United fan. He always has been, and also he's been on the show many, many times. Obviously, if the timing comes around to it, get you on there as well, Ryan. Get your input. It'd be very good to have that as well.
Yeah.
Different defensive line against Villa. Yeah, I think it will be.
Absolutely. It'll be 4 at the back.
Yeah. I think Jimmy will be, is out. He may go for the same lineup against Villa. Apparently it's only was a minor knock on the calf, so it's one that's kind of could be easily manageable.
Yeah, I've heard today that he's actually going to be fit for the game.
Yeah, I think it'd be fine. I think it was just precautionary. And to be fair, I mean, when you think about it, the only kind of criticism you could give to Nuno was keeping him on longer than he should have done. They took him off away earlier. Might have saved that. Hello, Mans. Jason saying Jason Wilcox buys United players, apparently. Josh says, I think Tottenham will be safe, sadly. No, Richarlison is back. Yes, the man he misses. Yeah, true. Liverpool were a joke. Harry saying here, go for Madrid on the left.
Well, we don't know how good he is, do we? We haven't seen much of him. And what we have seen of him, it was kind of, he done all right, but he weren't nothing special kind of thing. Although not every player you put out on the pitch is going to be a special player, but we bought him as a special player. That's the thing. And when you're told that this man's special...
Yeah, but we saw that with Lewis Guilherme and that, and look how that turned out, mate.
Yeah.
So, take that one. Trot said Leeds will be the one to drop and most likely to go to the last game of the season. We never do things easy. No, we're West Ham at the end of the day. Is our case. Ekim was saying at Fortune, there was a Man United panelist, so only fair to give him some questions. That's what the Sunday night takeaway is all about. Everyone being equal on this point. Prog says, if our squad was a reflection of the West Ham United board, we'd have 11 garden gnomes on the pitch. Pierre Tom says, Nuno is building, but I'm not sure the foundations are up to it. Not with who's running us at the moment. Ryan's agreeing with like you at the beginning. He said, I didn't want Nuno to, by the way, but with this turnaround, we cannot be talking about replacing him. Absolutely. Excuse me. The team has more togetherness than we have ever had for a long time. Can't agree more with that comment.
Yeah. And like I said, it's kind of since the Moyes, Irvine, Moyes, Pierce, Nolan era. And I know it's not that long ago, but it's long enough ago to remember, back then, as it were. And the togetherness that we've got now is very similar to what we were experiencing before, in my opinion. I just think that, it's kind of in spite of the board rather than because of, you know what I mean?
The one thing, when I went to the London Stadium for the tour thing and that, when you go to the changing room, there on the wall was a mural of all the players as kids, babies, kids. And it's kind of making them realise that that's who you are and this is what you are now. So don't forget that to get where you are, And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And even, I mean, the other thing that the Nuno does is a little bit different as well. His room, the manager's office. He said, "Nah, I don't want that. Put some training gear in there, and that I'll be here with the players. Thank you very much." That's
Nice. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, Lawrence rates him. Yeah, big body. He absolutely is indeed.
Yeah.
Never gnomes wearing fur hats. Don't tell Fuzzy about Canty. Yeah. Don't want to lose him. Ryan's also saying, Pierre, I get that comment, but to get us to a stable position in the change room with being so off for Christmas is a win in itself. It's a massive change around, isn't it? Massive change around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Troy says, I'm so annoyed by losing YouTube chat on PL2 games. Yeah, what was that all about? I don't know what's going on there. 1 minute you could watch the games and you can make comments, and then suddenly they've dropped it like a stone. No idea why though.
I think it might be because so many people are going, get the board out and get rid of Sullivan and get rid of Brady, and they don't want to see that. Yeah. They don't want that kind of negative commentary.
Yeah, that's a good shout, Budge. It could be that kind of thing. But then, if you're going to get into this kind of game, you've got to realise that there's going to be criticism along the way, and you've got to take that.
Yeah.
But we know what he's like. That fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Dad's saying,
self-righteous little prick.
Do you think Bowen will go to the World Cup?
I'm hoping so, Daz. I'm hoping so, mate. For his sake. I mean, look, for the club, I would rather he didn't, of course, because playing international is a massive risk of injury. Massive. So that's the reason I wouldn't want him to go. But I think he will, because I think, I think he's putting himself in the shop window really well. Even though he's not had the goals he's had in, subsequent seasons before, he's still the man of the moment at West Ham, and he's, I think he'll go. I think he'll go.
Hopefully, but it is Tuchel though, isn't it? So we know he has certain people. The boys obviously saying about the comments being cut out from the under-21 games.
Yeah.
Frog says, I want to know why Boreham Wood is now Boreham Wood. Bloody modernisation.
Yeah.
I think that is someone that cannot spell. Tempted by a fruit of another. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, there he is. Good evening, Brendan. Good to see you. Missed you yesterday, mate. Hope you're all's well with yourself, mate. Good to see you in here anyway. If they could replace us overnight, they would. Yeah, no an air board. Not about. That's probably true there.
Yeah.
Ryan sent you. Fuzz needs to go play that piano behind him. This character talk is mental.
I was watching. Who was it I was watching? Can't remember who it was now. Hey, forget it. It's not important.
There was one where everyone had the same room as Fuzzy. He's making royalty payments out of it, apparently. Talks about man, fashionably late. Squeeze have got a new album out. And everyone's staying over each other. And he's saying, even though Daz, Harry, Frog, tries usual taunt and all. Seller tonight. Oh my God, he should retire. Yeah, we was already alluding to his time is virtually done now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brendan also Harry's already into the song already. Knees up, mother's brand. Everyone's saying up each other. Ryan's also saying Carrick has 3 amazing coaches with him. Here's a good shout. Mind you see that apparently we're now looking to get a new director of football again.
Yeah. The thing is, they've got to change their format if they're going to do that. They've got to stop interfering. They've got to stop selecting players for the club, for the team. Yeah.
He keeps saying if he gets Euro spot, he must get the job from where they were to where they end up. That's obviously about Carrick anyway. That's the one usual. Northampton sacked him. That's the yes.
Thanks, thanks usual.
Nolan sacked Cobblers. yeah, he got sacked. Unfortunately, that's good to hear, Leslie. Your daughter's doing really well. Good.
Excellent.
Ryan said, "Have I missed something? Is Fuzz a Mank? He supports Man United. He's not a Mank.
No, I'm just where the rest of our United fans are. We all live in
Not
the town.
London.
Yeah, all over the south. We're anywhere but Manchester.
Exactly."
Yeah.
Mandy saying, "Is that his real house with the piano or background AI set?" No, believe it or not, Mandy, that actually is his gaff.
It's real.
I've got the same room, actually.
Yeah.
I've got a room. I liked it so much, I set mine up the same. Go on.
Ekim's off. I'm off. Catch you all
See you
later.
later, Egan.
Ekim, thanks for being with us. And I really appreciate you all your comments as well.
Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already, sir.
Leslie saying, "What, a Mank with AI?"
Talking of Manchester, though, what's the news on your stadium, Ozzy? I mean, is it getting repaired or replaced or what?
Well, the plan is to replace it, get a new stadium built. It's just that there's a piece of land that they need to get. That I think the person that's in charge of it's just not really like the Ineos are offering way below what the person's asking or the group's asking to sell their land or to sell the property.
Probably a Man City fan as well, isn't he? Bloke who owns that bit of land.
Oh no, probably Man United fans. It's like you screw you and your new stadium.
Yeah, give me a dough.
I like this. Frog saying, "Man, if it is real, a lot of other peeps live there as well." Say, Fuzzy's making a fortune on this house. Man, I thought, wow, that looks a really, really nice place. Probably is, but Harry's saying a Mank Chelsea penthouse.
I wonder if it looks awkward if I go walk across my table.
Here we go.
Yeah, it looks good, man. Looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone. He's disappeared.
He's sitting at the coffee table. There, he's back up again. Look at that. Manny, a Mank with a grand potato. Come on. I never knew he was a. No, he's not a Mank. He's not a Mank. Ryan sits off there. Look, everyone thinks Fuzzy's a Mank. Only by supporting.
Yeah.
Let off, boss. Good evening to you as well. Villa or nothing special.
Good evening,
Thanks for coming as well. Welcome into the channel.
Yeah.
And as always, like I said, people, we haven't already done that. Hit the like button, share, subscribe. You know the old cobblers. Minnesota's great news budget as well. Man, to be fair, could barely fit a stylophone in my gaff. Stylophone, who remembers them?
Yeah, I do. I remember them. As advertised by Rolf Harris.
Yeah.
I knew that would stop the conversation.
Get sort of long wheelbase next time from absolutely. Got a long wheelbase. Only way, yeah. Aisha saying, saw Bodo Glint supporters were mocking United Strand because they've just won 5 games in a row. So supporters started to get their haircuts during Sporting Lisbon 3-0 victory on Wednesday night. That's class.
Oh, getting haircuts.
Matt's asking the question, can we afford to keep Nuno next season, though, even if we stay up? Well, depends on the contract they're going to set up with him, because if he does keep it up, be interesting. Be very interesting.
Yeah. I thought he was on a 2-year contract.
Well, I suppose it comes down to if he gets, if the worst case scenario is if we go down, then he can go without any compensation on him. So
yeah,
we'll see.
But I got a funny feeling if we go down, he'll stay.
Yeah, bounce back, get us back up again, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely. I think we're all waiting for that date to come along as well, boss.
definitely.
Back off out of it, yeah. We need some change, without a doubt. KWP and Deuce on left, if no Somerville. That's a good shout, Leslie. Yeah.
Good shout. Real good shout.
Harry says, we start winning the FA Cup and European football next season. You imagine that? You know.
That would be amazing. Even if it is the Conference League, we'd win it again.
Ryan saying, lads, I thought you were talking about replacing Nuno with Carrick. That's why I got confused. My apologies.
Right.
Didn't realise the other fellow in the white ass was a Mag fan talking about his club. That's quite
Brilliant.
Wicked dream, Reza. Harry saying, even a good chance if FA Cup runners up, that'd be very nice. You lose FA Cup, you need to get qualified in Europe, yeah. And the issue is, long time no see, but good to see you in Israel. Happy Amaret. Oi, oi, Amaloys. I hope you're doing well, okay? Everything's all good with yourself. West Ham old man saying, the way Mavro and Fernandez are playing, we could go 1-1-8 against Villa. I mean, Fernandez is questioned here, you know, and I'll ask it to you two as well as people in the chat. Even if we manage to stay up, do we keep hold of Fernandez, or will we have clubs knocking on the door to sign this player?
I know that there will be clubs knocking on the door. It's about him, really. I think it's about whether he would want to go or not. And it's also about whether the club want the money or the player.
Well, that 104 million they banded on around, followed up by the next line, we will need to sell.
So 60 million for Fernandez, because he can't go for less than that. The way he's been playing, he's got to be 60 plus. Yeah, 60 plus, definitely. I think the one player that we really will see a lot of interest in will be Somerville. Because of the performances over the last, couple of months or so.
Yeah.
I think he will be one of the players that, that will be fished for.
I'm sure I did see something saying about apparently even Man United might be interested in Bowen in the summer.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. He's the sort of player that Man United would really actually thrive with. I think, Man United would benefit from him. Definitely.
That's good shit, yeah. Happy saying results have not gone our way this weekend, but fuck it. We have momentum. We definitely have that. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's
good evening, Stephanie. She's saying, big up Tony, Fuzzy, and Budgie. Good to see you as well, Stephanie.
Good evening, Stephanie. Nice to see you.
She made a great comment yesterday. She was saying about with old Pep Guardiola, he's got his anti-scratch mitts on his hands, kind of things, for stopping him from scratching himself. Fucking that be a bloody live way, yeah. But it's none of them ones, so it stays as it was, apart from us being one position lower. Happy, yeah. Look, I mean, it's still everyone's hands at the moment.
So we're back down into the relegation zone then.
Yeah,
on goal difference. Yeah.
I was saying goal difference. That's all.
Oh, is that all it is? Oh, yeah, we're struggling to score goals.
So we're on the same points as Forest. Spurs getting that 1 point now. It's just going to, and a Spurs fan said if they win the next game and that, we're safe. We're safe. And it's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Still
okay.
2-0 against Villa is happy. Oh, that'd be very nice.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Just say hello, buddy. Hello.
I know you said you guys struggle to score goals, but you've scored 36 goals compared to Forest, who have scored only 28.
Wow.
One team has scored less than the Premier League, and that's Wolves.
Hang on, and we're below them on goal difference. How does that work then?
You've conceded.
Oh, because of the goals we've conceded.
You've conceded
goals.
They've conceded.
Yeah, we conceded. Was it 85? Did you say
55?
Oh God! Oh God! I thought 85 for a minute. I was going to say, geez, that's got to be a record.
Second most amount of goals conceded in the league. Ahead of Burnley on 58.
We're top of the corners. Headers scored against us. corners scored against us. So we've got some good old records for this season, that's for sure.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Got to love Lawrence as always. He says, Fuzz, you're hiding that broken fan still.
No, my fan still works, to be fair.
Leslie's saying it's the Amaze Cornwall mansion. But he's in there. Ryan saying we've got our stadium from IKEA if you want to take a look. Wow. Yeah, bring it on. Bring it on. Bring on the Villa, happy Daz is saying. That's the sign of life at Spuds is disappointing. I mean, look, they've got a one point and they're ecstatic about it. Absolutely ecstatic, but yeah, it goes either way. We do need to keep him, Florence. That's the thing. You know, we're going to rebuild. We need to keep players like that. We can't be just getting rid of them.
Yeah. I mean, look, Declan Rice, right, was the last player we had in that position that we really wanted to keep. And he ended up going to bloody Arsenal. Let's just hope that Fernandes ain't the same. You know, I mean, he won't go to Arsenal, but, you know.
True. That's simply saying, yeah, if you want to start next season in the league with these players, plus a new striker, we definitely need a striker. That's without a shout. Let's say that is good. Yeah, well, I hope he is. Pierre says we need to sell Kilman, perhaps an auction, bargain hunt, big spend, minimum 75 quid. Oh man.
Brilliant.
Daz reckons if we go down, Fernandes would go, unfortunately. Apparently.
I think so. I think most of the decent players we've got to go.
Yeah.
We'll have another clear out like we did when we went down last time.
True. Good evening to Sonny Fitz. He's saying we keep up this form, we'll be fine. Yeah, but I think the way we're going at the moment, it's in our hands now. It's our hands to get through it.
Good evening, Sonny.
Yeah, and welcome to the channel, Sonny, as well. Thanks for coming in.
Only lost one game in the last 5 in the Prem.
I know. It's not been bad for us. It's not been bad at all.
It's the best form we've had this season.
Cool, without a doubt. Happy saying I only need us to concede 5 goals or less in the last 8 games to win my pre-season bet. There you go, Budge. Drinks on I don't know, come the end of the season.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, that's it. Get down the Carpenters.
Harry's asking, what's the goal difference since Nuno?
It's got to be better, surely.
No. Yeah, at the start of your season, you're averaging about 4 goals a game.
Yeah, that was
a game as your average, but
Potter style that was, that's for sure. 100%. Yeah, it is better than Potter's, that's for sure. But there's been a couple of games. I don't think we're that far off from it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Fox says bargain hunt, dodgy auctioneer, or Cockney rhyming slang.
Yeah.
Not kept up with that. Pierre says the sell-off isn't so much of a concern if we go down. It's a big worry when we stay up. That's a brilliant shout because obviously, are we going to have money? That's the thing.
Well, the thing is, even if we haven't got money,
before you start with that, Budge, let's just say goodbye to Lawrence because he's got to go. He says, "After all, love you all unless you're not West Ham."
Great to see you, Lawrence.
Take care. Thank you very much, mate.
I was just saying that. What was I saying? Fucking hell.
But if we stay up, you know.
Yeah, I think if we stay up, I don't think there's any need for us to spend money in this window other than a striker, like Happy said. You know, I think the core of the team, plus the under 21s and that we've got floating around, I think we can sustain a decent season, providing they're playing and have the attitude that they've got now. I don't think there's any need for a major revamp at the end of the season.
2 or 3 players, I'd say, because the thing for me is it typified it yesterday. When you look what City brought off the bench compared to what we've got, we are very short on.
Yeah, but we've never had a great bench tone.
That's what we've
I
got to
can't.
change. That's the thing we've got to change because we've not even. I'm not saying we know full well we're not going to be in the same levels as City, but we need to bring some players in that can at
Yeah.
least do something when they come on, rather than scratching, which we've been doing lately. We can't be going down that road again.
No, I get it. I agree.
Leslie's saying yes. Look, Ollie Watkins would suit us perfectly.
He would, but he wouldn't come to West Ham.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think.
an Arsenal boy, isn't he? I do believe.
Yeah.
Better come
Yeah.
though,
There
Leslie.
you go. Matt agrees.
Yeah, everyone's saying goodbye to Larry, which is always brilliant.
Yeah.
Shout out, Larry. West Ham old man saying, I remember having an argument with my wife about me not loading the dishwasher. I told her it's a dishwasher, not a dishwash him.
Oh, great.
Yeah, Trust said the same thing. Yeah, we need a striker.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a good shout from Sonny. He's asking, how much do you think Chelsea will want for Disasi?
I think they're going to want 40. They paid, 48 for him? Maybe 30, 35 even. But whatever it is, I think if it's 40 or less, I think we should pay it. I'm really impressed with him. Really impressed.
He seems like he's enjoyed himself. I think he's taking each day as it comes, kind of thing. But I think he's actually kind of buying into the way things are. I mean, like yesterday, he was very calm. He was controlled of what he was doing, and he's the kind of player that we want.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it, like everything else, every cloud has a silver lining, and it keeps Kilman away from fucking touching the blade of grass.
True. And the fact that his auntie is also a West Ham fan.
She'll do the deal with Sullivan. She'll do the deal with Sullivan. That's for
sure. That's it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, so we said we need a striker. Trodden's come up with the perfect one. I think you might agree on this one, Budge.
Oh, fuck off! Not a chance. Absolutely not a chance. I would not want that man anywhere near London Stadium in a claret and blue shirt. Not happening. No.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather have that lad that played for Leeds. What was his name? Begins with a B. Who was the striker that used to play for Leeds? Bamford. I would rather have him than Richarlison, and Bamford's no good either.
Well, funny you say that. I think he scored 6 goals now, and I think it's 8 or 10 games.
All right.
Okay. So he ain't been too bad. Pierre says, buy Disasi and goal scorer and keep the core of the team. Yeah, I think that's the main thing.
That's absolutely it.
At least tonight, the game saved Nuno.
I think
we also need a creative midfielder as a backup for Fernandes. Yeah. I mean, what do you think is going to happen with Alvarez?
I think he's sold in the summer. I think he's gone. Yeah. There's been no chat about him coming back to us or anything, I think he's gone.
Yeah.
I seriously think he's gone. Shame, because I like him. I like his determination and grit.
Yeah. I don't think he's doing well out there at the moment, though, is he?
Maybe not, no.
Harry saying we're skint.
Look, 15 million for him, we'd get it, wouldn't we? Do you know what I mean?
Would do. 15, yeah, just to offload the books, I suppose. Harry saying we're skint
and the wage
season, keep the stars, and we finish in European spot. Not a bad shot.
Yeah.
Don't think Orford is ready. Don't think he is yet.
No, me neither.
And it's a bit of a shame as well. Listen, looking at Earthy, he's not exactly kind of getting any game time at Bristol City at the moment either.
No. I'm going to have to go in a few minutes' time.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. I'm just going to catch up with the last comments here because I've seen one from Matt make me laugh. Happy says, I think Red Boys are going to tear us a new one with the price of Disasi if we stay up. Well, I like to think 25 to 30 million if we leave anything. I like Matt's one though. This is probably let's do it. Give them 25 million plus Kilman.
I would do that. I would do that. That makes him a £65 million player, I know, and he's not a £65 million player. He's probably a £45 million player at best price.
Yeah.
But Kilman needs to be offloaded.
100%. Try to reckon we'll sell Areola in the summer.
I don't think that will happen.
Oh, and look, that's it. Yeah, I'm saying be gutted if see the squad being disbanded.
Yeah.
No way we would pay his wages for a backup. But you said the same thing about Arnie and Bellamy. You would love them because they're base. Yeah, true. Oh, no, let's not have him back again. I'm glad we didn't do this deal. Sullivan providing Kinski. You know.
No.
Matt says that deal will be great, but do you think Chelsea will let us have him for 26? Let's hope so. Leslie said, Disasi and Delap from Chelsea. Pay them over 8-year period.
I'm not convinced with Delap. I'm not convinced by him.
But he's definitely not a Chelsea man, that's for sure.
No.
Just imagine if Jason Wilcox got his way, he would have been a United striker and not Sasko.
That's true. Yes. Yeah, you dodged the bullet there as well, Fuzz, didn't you? That's for sure. Hope he's got an ankle injury. Okay, Harry, thanks for that, man. I didn't realise he had the injury.
Cheers.
West Ham old man says we still have to pay another 5 or 6 years of Kilman's wages because no one's buying him. Oh my days. Ian Garner played against Real Madrid yesterday. Bloody hell, that's...
Nice.
And Jordan Hugo played for Kilmarnock against Hearts, and they beat Hearts as well, I believe.
Wow.
Look at Britta say Trump me, Harry. So before we wrap it up, kind of thing, and that, Fuzzy, would you like to shout your channel out, please, mate, and where people can find you?
Yeah, you can find me somewhere walking around in the country. You might pass me the street. Otherwise, if you want to find me online, as my name suggests here, I've got Fuzz44OG on YouTube and Instagram.
Thank you very much, friend. It's welcome having you back here as well, mate. Good to see you again. Anyway, Budgie, your good self.
Thank you, mate. Well, yeah, you can find me on Green Street Elites, which is my own channel, and I will be putting new content on there from this week onwards. But also every Wednesday night you can find me on West Ham Network at 10 p.m. Old School Hammers with my old pal Kieran. Lots of fun and frivolity, basically.
And obviously, me and you have got to get the West Ham review back. When I know me
the Thursday night West Ham review. Yes, that must be.
Yeah,
that must be revised.
Get that going again. Get it going.
Yeah.
Frog saying cheers, Fuzz, as well. People in the chat, we are going to end it now. Thank you very much for being with us. Absolutely superb. Some great comments from the people in the chat. And far and wide, obviously, Ryan all the way over the other side of the world, giving his comments as well. Hope everyone has a rest of the evening and tries to enjoy it. Cheers, gents. Much love in the chat, Harry's saying there. Stay healthy, people, as well. Leslie's saying the same thing from you as well. Try and have a good week. Hopefully the weather's going to improve. It's not been, it started off quite nice this morning. I thought, God, it's going to be a nice sunny day. And then it completely changed on its head. Des says, night all, top show. Thank you very much. Large, Tony and all. Thank you, Frog. Take care all. See you all next time. And you as well, Matt. Look after yourself, mate. We will see you soon. And we'll just go out with the outro and we'll be done. Take care for now, people.
Take care.
Catch you next time.
Ciao.
Come on, you irons, as we say from us.
Come on, you idiots.